On YouTube, it's your boy KOD. We are back with another bike ride video. I know it's been a minute. If you didn't watch my YouTube short that I posted a week ago, my mount was broken, or not my mount, but the adapter piece was broken. My adapter piece was broken, and I couldn't like hook on my camera to my helmet, unfortunately, because it was broken, so I had no choice. So right now we are going to school right now. This is a school trip video too, but we're running late, so I gotta go to McDonald's. I gotta pick up my breakfast and then make it all the way to school. I'm gonna be like 30 minutes late. I already told my professor though. So real quick before I talk about what I was going to talk about, I just need to say this real quick. I don't care what race you are, you're welcome on my channel. People, do not come on this channel and just saying racist stuff about people. Like, I don't care if they're white, black, Mexican, whatever race they are, Indian, I don't care. It's not welcome on my channel. Anybody is welcome on my channel. I don't care who's black and who's not. I don't care. That place that has no business being on my channel, like in the comment section like that. That's just it's uncalled for. This is 2025. We've made tons and tons and tons of process in the last 200 years. Like, don't be not evolving. But so what I was gonna say is that so if you're considering buying a bike from TikTok, should you buy a bike from TikTok? Okay, so here's the thing, like, they sell tons of bikes cheap on there for a reason, and they may not even be the actual bikes. I don't know. They may be, because I know they sell like some Jansnos on there, and there's a couple other bikes I've never really heard of like that. But keep in mind, you may be getting scammed, because those bikes, so most of those bikes listed on there on the TikTok is going to say it peaks to 1,500, but if you actually go to their website, they don't actually do that. And also remember, like, they're gonna be like, there's a bunch of people on there on TikTok trying to just get sales. They're just really just trying to get sales at the end of the day. They're not gonna be like, I need to speed up real quick. I don't think there's too much headwind. I think we'll be able to go to like at least 38. It's not too much headwind. It's windy, but it's not too bad. Yeah, because we got to get over. What the hell? Okay. I gotta get over. Alright, so we got our breakfast. A lady came out, she said, this is my first time delivering to a bike, and I was like, yeah, it happens. Oh, that's good. Dude, you're not gonna stop, man? Come on, it's crosswalk, dude. We supposed to have the right of way, bruh. You can't just keep going. Gotta yield. But yeah. So a lot of those bikes, On TikTok, they're gonna say they peak to 1500 watts, and they can't do that. They can only do that based upon the controller too. But if you go to the actual site, their motors don't really list they peak to 1500 watts on their actual site when you go look them up for real. So I don't think I would recommend you to get one from there. Honestly, so like again, your speed is going to be based upon how powerful your controller is. Like, you may have a 750 watt that could peak to like 1200 watts or 1400 watts or whatever. Anything that peaks over 1000 watts or whatever, but it may not be able to fully give you power because of your controller. Because those controllers, like some of those on those bikes that they list, are like 23 or 24 amps. But the thing is though, the people that try to sell you the bike, they're gonna, sorry, that car is loud. They're gonna say anything to get sales. Like, they're gonna be like, oh, my bike goes 40 miles per hour. Like, no, it doesn't. Like, a lot of them, they'll set their tire diameter super high, and then they'll be like, look, my bike's going 50 miles per hour. Like, dude, none of those bikes on TikTok shop go 50. Like, guys, gotta say this again. If you don't know this, okay, to go 40 miles per hour on a single motor, a single 750 watt motor, your motor would have to be peaking at over 3000 watts for to give you 40 miles per hour. And on top of that, you would need a controller like 45 to 50 amps to get the 40. This bike that I have, the wiredfreedom, this bike can do 40. It just takes a minute. If I had a 50 amp, it would definitely be able to do it easily. This motor I have is very powerful. This is a very powerful motor that I have that peaks over 3000 watts. Now, if you had dual motors, but you would need like dual 1500 watt motors, not like peaking, like just standard, like, or you could have them just peaking at 1500, but it's really based upon your controller. Like, if your controller could actually make it peak over 1500 and stuff. But you really but dual motors are pretty heavy, but they're gonna cost a little bit more too sometimes. But you would need that controller. Like, a 750 watt motor can't run with like a 40 amp controller. Like, it's gonna not be able to run with that. But the people on TikTok, don't believe them. The people that are doing like commission sales, like, do not believe them. Like, they're just gonna say anything just to make sales on the bike, like, just so the seller can make sales. Like, they're getting paid to do advertisements on TikTok, and they're gonna keep saying, oh, this is this, and it's like, no, dude. Now, because they're selling them cheap for a reason. Remember, there's something around selling them around like $600 to $800. And if you really just want to if you have a budget, like for real, I mean, go ahead and just take your chances, but just don't, what they advertise is not going to be realistic. But as far as like when you're trying to get range and stuff on your bike, so most of those batteries on TikTok shop is going to be a 15 amp hour battery. So they're going to claim you can get 60. So I mean, to get 60, so for your battery life, just so there's no confusion, the faster you go, the less range you're going to get on your battery. So for you to get 60 miles, anywhere close to 60, you're not even going to get close to 60. You would have to be riding like with the bike basically off at that point. Like you would have to be running it in the slowest setting possible, like literally like pedal assist 0 if you can. Like you won't even be able to run it in pedal assist 1 unless it's going like 10 to 12 miles. But even so, that's like a 15 amp hour battery is pretty small, just saying. But if you're gonna go full speed, unfortunately, if you're gonna go full speed, unfortunately, you're gonna drain your battery faster. Like that's why I don't run this bike in pedal assist 5 anymore, because it takes too much voltage to make it to school. Like it basically takes 5 voltage to make it to school. And I know there's voltage sag and stuff, but like after voltage sag, after I relax for a bit, it's staying at 62, 63, but it roughly takes 5 volts. But for the people that never own an e-bike, 25 miles per hour is pretty good, pretty decent speed. You know, it's pretty fast. It's not like slow. It's not that slow. Like it's pretty powerful. Like not powerful. It's pretty fast if you're trying to go like 25 miles per hour. Let me I'm gonna turn the camera off real quick, and then I'll record on the way going to finish the rest of the way, because I want to shorten this video. I don't want the video to be just this whole bike path. I'll be right back. All right, but yeah, so 25 miles per hour is pretty fast for like first time e-bikers. Like if you've never ridden an e-bike like before, 25 miles is pretty fast, you know. And you know, it's like if they're not gonna be that fast, you know, I mean 25 miles is pretty decent, you know, it's pretty good. So you really don't have to get the fastest e-bike. You don't even have to get this bike. This bike is over $2,000. Like I totally would have gotten the I definitely would have got a walkie bike, but the only reason I didn't get it is because like I got this bike basically off of hype and stuff, because I was taking the fact that if I get a flat, then I gotta the motors are gonna be heavy. I got 2 dual motors, and I gotta change it off. It's gonna be a little bit heavy to lift up, because lifting upside down is like probably the best way to change your bike the easiest. Otherwise you gotta have it like right set up like this, and then you got to lift it up from the back and then lift it up from the front, unfortunately, and it's gonna be heavy. I got this bike because this bike is lighter. Like people on Reddit and stuff, they say this bike is like heavy. This bike, honestly, like if you ever had like a heavier bike, like a Red Star, or if you had like an Anioki, like any Anioki, bro, the Aniokis are way heavier than this, and you switch over from that to this, you're gonna notice a huge weight difference on both of them. And this bike is way lighter, especially when you take the batteries off this bike. It's easier to lift up and stuff. And the front tires, the front through axle, is easier to take off. I don't like single motors because, like, I don't think it's all single motors. I just think the Anioki single motor on the back, because the disc brake is like hooked onto it, so you gotta like unscrew it from it. Like you don't take the line apart, but you just you have to take the brake apart, apparently, or not take it apart necessarily, but like I can't really explain it. But it's like, imagine it's like a hook, and it's like closed like this, and you have to unscrew it and then open it up, and then you can take it off. It's a process to change the single tire motor on the Anioki. Single speed chain, I mean. Okay, we're definitely 30 minutes late. I gotta hurry. But yeah, that's just pretty much it, you know. Like if you can get if you definitely want to get a bike and you're not too sure about speed, you know, if it can get you 25 for your first time, you know, that's decent, you know. But if you're trying to get long range on a small battery, like a 15 amp hour battery or 20 amp hour battery, like you're trying to be like, oh, I want to do like 70 miles in one day. I'm like, I mean, well, you're gonna have to pedal. Like, I like this bike because I can actually pedal it. We actually had to go to pedal assist 4 real quick. It's pretty steep right there, so going slower right there, like, it's pretty steep. But yeah, if you want to get something budget, like, you could try to get a bike from TikTok. I probably wouldn't recommend it, especially like Temu. I know people treat Temu like Wish though. Like, they act like Temu and Wish are the same thing. Like, no, like, Wish has way more bad stuff than Temu. I bought plenty of stuff from Temu before. I bought a bunch of clothes and stuff that actually are what they look like. And they sell e-bikes on there too. So they sell Jansno's on there. If you go to Jansno's actual site, they don't like one of the bike, I don't know if it's all the bikes, but they don't have an actual like picture person with the picture. They're just renders. So but they are, like, you know, legit. People have bought them before, people have tested them, so they're legit, you know. But I like this bike because you can pedal. There's no ghost pedaling on this bike. You can actually keep up with the pedal assist when you change you got to put your setting as throttle follow, so it follows your pedal assist too. Because in this bike, I don't want the speed to be full power on pedal assist 1. Someone's talking about me. Oh man, bless me. They got allergies or something popping up. I was gonna record going to Universal, but I forgot to bring my camera, and then I ended up not having a mount when I should have had a mount. But so I ended up just not taking my camera. Universal was like alright, but it's whatever. But as far as that goes, like, if you want to buy a bike from TikTok or even Temu, I mean, you can take your chances with it. I don't know about buying bikes from there. I don't know about buying bikes from TikTok, especially. Like, I don't know. But hey, if you only got $800 to spend on a bike, then go for it. Otherwise, I mean, there's just that. And it's just, you know, there's stuff that can be fixed on the bike. A bike can be fixed easily, you know, unless it's just out of the way. Like, you cannot fix it, like, no matter what. Like, you know, there's simple stuff you can change on a bike, and there's simple stuff you can get fixed, you know, on a bike. So it's not like you get a bike and then you're worried about it breaking or something, or like you get a flat or your battery doesn't work. Well, if your battery doesn't work, then that's a red flag right there. But do not buy people's bikes off of like Facebook if they don't have the charger. If they don't have the charger, then that should tell you right there that that's a red flag right there. That should tell you that they probably stole it, more than likely. And if they say, oh, they've had the bike for like 3 to 4 years, then their life expectancy on that bike, like, is probably going to be down, like on the battery. Like, the battery's probably not going to keep a charge or something if they've been using it for like a while. Like, if they've been using it for like 5 years straight, then they probably then probably the battery life is not going to be as good if it's been like over 5 years. Like, especially because they don't even have the charger. If they don't have the charger, just don't buy it. Don't even bother. And it may be, if someone may be actually trying to look for the bike that they got stolen, if it's stolen. All right, but yeah, I may or may not see you guys after class. If I do, I'll be back. Otherwise, just hit that subscribe button, drop a comment, drop a like, and I'll see you guys later.